Welcome back to Life is Short, Make It Sweet, and today's Simple Sunday review is on these grow bags. So I brought you outside, and I just planted this, well, I transplanted it, it's a pear tree, into this grow bag. I kind of wish I had a picture of what it looked like before I put it in here because it is thriving, much better than it was in the pot. And then what I did was I also put a little tub around it that has water in it. So when you use these grow bags, you're supposed to put water into the dirt and then put water in something outside of it so that it soaks the water up, and that way it sort of self-feeds itself. So let's walk over this way. This one is my dwarf orange tree. It's not in a grow bag, but it's doing better than it was in the ground. That I may end up putting it into a grow bag eventually because they tend to grow better because they don't get root bound. Okay, over here. This is my fig tree, and it is amazing. It has just really grown. Look at this. There's actually two of them in here. Let's see. See if you can see. Anyway, it is so healthy looking. And again, the water looks really nasty below, but it is definitely helping this. I live in the desert and it gets pretty hot here. So we're gonna go around this way. I don't have any other grow bags on this side. These are my strawberries. They're just in a pot. But let's go over here because I do have some grow bags over here. This is my tomato plant. Look at this. I counted them. I've already taken some tomatoes off, but I have over 50 tomatoes growing in here, and it's in a grow bag. This grow bag's a little bit different because those are both cloth. This is more of a plastic type. And it has this little window that I haven't opened so that you can look inside, but I don't want to really do that and loosen the soil. So, but oh my gosh, my tomatoes are just fabulous. There's one turning red. I have another one turning red right in here. And then I've already picked some, so it's amazing. Continue over because I'm trying to get you over to my grow pots. So here's my grow bags. I put these in a giant pool. The water is really nasty looking that surrounds them. It doesn't really smell to me, but it looks nasty. But look at the plants. This is lettuce and cilantro. They said I shouldn't be able to grow this because it gets well over 100 here. We can get up to 118. I don't expect much of this to be growing when it gets that hot, but I think we're already in hundreds today. And then I've picked a lot of radishes already. That's spinach. It has just really started to take off. That's a blueberry. Not sure how well that's gonna do. That one doesn't look like it's gonna make it. And then I have some flowers growing in these ones. These are green onions and more radishes. And then this I just planted about a week and a half ago. And look at that, it's sunflowers. And then I also put some more radishes in here because I've already picked them. So those are the grow bags, and they seem to be working really well. I have this. It's not a grow bag, but it's supposed to have the same concept where you put water in here and it fills the tub up underneath. Yeah, my dog follows me around. Water underneath, and then you water the top, and it's supposed to self-water basically. We'll find out how that goes. So, my review on the grow bags is what I like about them is they're easy to move. As you can tell, I took the blueberry ones out. I felt they were getting way too much water. They're constantly wet, and I thought they've got to be able to dry out a little bit. If you don't like the nasty looking water, if you live in an area that you might get a lot of mosquitoes and stuff, I don't know if that's a good thing. I'm not really having a lot of issues here. But like I said, I'm in the Mojave Desert. It is really hot, and yeah, we have bugs, but not like some places. Not like Florida. Okay, so that They're easy. They're not too expensive, and you can reuse them year after year. The main thing is to use them correctly, which means that you need to put them in water. So I was on a vacation and I had a friend coming over taking care of them. And you can see on some of the bags that the sides, the water level, she filled the whole tub up. When I got home, I had to actually take the plants out and let them dry out because they had sucked in all that water. They were like floating in water. I was like, oh my goodness. So, but they survived. So that's a good thing. The trees, the fruit trees really seem to be thriving in them. And my tomato plants, I'm just blown away by these tomatoes. How fast they're growing, how great they're growing. And, I have over here squash, crooked neck squash, and I'm getting tons and tons of squash, but they're not going anywhere. They're not doing much. I read a thing said that it's probably they're not getting pollinated. I don't know. I have bees and stuff coming back here, but I don't know. It's the most squash I've ever gotten on a plant, but it's not in a grow bag. I think maybe next year I may try the grow bag with those. But again, if they're not getting pollinated, it isn't going to matter. So anyway, if I were to do this again, yes, I would buy these grow bags. I got them off of Amazon. I don't really think it matters what the brand is. You just get something sturdy and get the size you want. This one here, I believe, is a 20 quart or 20 gallon. These are 20 gallon. And that's a 20 gallon. And I did buy a 30 gallon. It was humongous. I gave it to my daughter. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helps you decide whether or not you might want to buy them. They are, the output initially is a little bit expensive, I think. And you can't buy, well, I couldn't find just one. Like I only wanted one for the pear tree. And I had to buy 5. So I had to put that money out. But then I thought I will use them again. And the fact that you can reuse them next year, that helps you decide that maybe it's okay. So, and they come really fast in the mail. So I think that's a plus too. All right. I hope you enjoyed.